All right, Tom. So, I've got a box of goodies in the car. It's full of stuff for you. And I'm going to go through that so you know what everything is. One thing I didn't tell you about the other day was about this, the squeegee. You will need this someday. When it rains, because of the turbulence of the air, you actually get almost as much water on the inside of the windshield as the outside. So just leave it stashed here between the tunnel and the seat, and you'll just reach up there and squeegee away. So it's good to know. All right, let's go through all of the stuff in here. These Moog boots. These are the boots for the QA1 ball joints. If you need to replace them, you probably will never, but it came in a pack of 4. I only needed 2. This is activated charcoal. In the passenger side rear wheel well, if you jack it up, take the wheel off, you'll notice that that panel that's in the back there is held on with clecos. So you'll want to get yourself a cleco plier, just eBay or something, Amazon. Take those clecos out, and that hole, there's some down there, and there's one at the bottom inside the fender. Okay, so just so you know, there's one down in there. So you take that off, and there's a homemade white PVC filter, air filter. It's a breather for the rear diff. No, excuse me, for the gas tank. And if you notice your garage starts smelling like gasoline, unburned gasoline, just regular raw gasoline, then it may be time to swap that out. I do it like every other year. So dump out the pellets that are in there, put 2 pellets in, and you're good. Oh, I'm gonna sit down. All right. These are replacement grommets for the roll bar. I never put them on. Factory 5 sticker, Factory 5 catch. Very cool. Here's some decals that say Cobra on them. That's what I used on the rear view mirror there. These are rod end seals. I used these on the steering link at the end of the rod ends. Just keeps the dirt and gunk out. Oil filter wrench. I don't change oil in my regular cars, so I'll never need this again, so Merry Christmas. These are the tools to, if you ever needed to, which you probably won't, but these are the tools to open the QA1 ball joints. So if you ever do that, which you probably won't, you'll want to go on the QA1 website and download their instructions on how to do that. This is a placement template for the distributor. Again, you should never have to mess with it. It's electronic. It's all electronic. It's all set up. So that's that. Some extra lug nuts. These are those plastic plugs for the front sway bar grease fittings. This is a box of those heat shrink clamps. This is stainless steel cleaner. It's called Compound 302. Its sole purpose is to clean stainless steel. It does have some mild abrasive, so use it sparingly, and then follow it up with some Mother's aluminum polish. I know it's not aluminum, but it works fine too. Sometimes you may end up with some plastic or some debris that's stuck to the pipes. It happens. Just let it get as dark and crispy and burnt as you can, and then use that to take it off. Here's some more of those rod end seals. I think these were used on the rear suspension. This is the display for the fuel injection system that plugs into those connectors under the dash I told you about. This is a socket. The only reason I ever had it was for one purpose, and that's the front spindle nuts. Again, probably never used it. I think I've used it twice in 18 years. This is the nut for that. I think it's a 26 millimeter. These are the little replacement rubber seals for those fluid reservoirs for the brakes and clutch. Mine lasted me, 16 years before I replaced them. And I saw what they were, and they were hard to find, so I bought 2 sets. There you go. I threw these in there for you. These are the fender protectors. So you'll want to use these whenever you're working inside the engine compartment so you don't scratch up the paint. Very important. That's why my paint looks so good, because I've never leaned over it without these. These are the tires that are on this car. And remember, if you're going to replace these tires, get the exact same size and brand and everything, because you might end up with one that a tire that's a different width and screws up your clearances back there. This is an empty box, but it's also a spark plug. What type of spark plugs are in this engine? This is the funnel that you'll want to use when you do oil changes. These are other ball joint dust boots, but for, I think, I'm not even sure they're used on this car, but here they are anymore. This is that fitting I told you for bleeding your brakes, pressure bleeding. Some replacement incandescent light bulbs. Oh, actually, these are replacement LEDs. And the LEDs are in your tail lights. That's where these are. The fronts are incandescent. Touch-up paint for these 2 colors, the light gray and silver, or the silver gray. These are some gaskets in space. They're gaskets for where the headers meet the side pipes. As long as you don't ever take the side pipes off, you won't ever need that. I threw in the wall sign your mom asked about. Again, Merry Christmas. All the paperwork is in here. The receipts, instructions, everything that I had, everything that I kept, which is pretty much everything. In this bag, I put it in a bag so just in case, keep it nice and safe, are all the fluids that I told you about before in another video, but all the fluids that are used in this car. So there you go. Gosh, is there anything else I needed to tell you? I think that's it, bud. All right. Enjoy your car.